Thank you to AusGK for sponsoring this video. AusGK is a figure platform dedicated to garage kit figures, ranging from popular anime franchises to games such as Genshin Impact. Check out the link in the description down below and enter code LEMON2 for a 2% discount off your entire order. Thank you for supporting me, and now back to the video.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm in Taitung. I hope that's how you pronounce it. The name's right here. This place is, I want to say famous, but I'm not so sure about that. It's the Red Leaves place for everyone in Hong Kong. Hopefully I can get something good from it. It's currently 7 AM and there is nobody around. I love it. Absolutely brilliant. There's a few hikers, however, way better than what you would get on a normal weekday, I guess around 10 or 11 or so. It's more crowded than your local market, which is not great. I don't know if you can tell I'm a bit extra crunchy today. I woke up at 5 AM to get out at 6 and an hour bus later, finally here. Still got a mile or two up ahead, but it's all paved road, so I'm expecting a relatively easy hike. And with that being said, hopefully I can get something good today and make this entire long day worth it. Hopefully I didn't wake up at 5 for nothing. Let's get going. Alright, after walking around 45 minutes or so, I have arrived at the Taitung Sweet Gum Woods, and I know that sounds like a really bad name, but that's what I found on Google, and I'm going to stick with that. There's a few problems with this place this year, I'd say. For one, I think you saw in the montage, not a lot of trees have actually turned red. Some have turned greenish yellow, but most are just at most a yellow tint, which is an issue because I do want to see some really cool red leaves. There's only 1 or 2 trees completely turned reddish, which is this one right here, and there's one all the way back the other way. I'm not going to shoot that one. I want to shoot this one because there's less people and the composition is way better. I'm going to try shooting one up here and one from, I'd say around there, shooting back to this direction, involving this really red tree. Hopefully I can get something good with a 35, maybe 50. I'm going to try use 24 on this one. Give it a little bit of wide angle feel to everything. Hopefully I can get something good from it and I didn't waste all my strength and all that coming up here. And yes, I know, new sunglasses, I know I look silly in them, shut up. But either way, I'm gonna see what I can get from this place. It's a great idea that I decided to come down here and take a look. A little bit more red trees, a few along this lane right here, but the problem is, you see that, like here, that's uphill. And to get the best angle, it's better to shoot like this. However, the sunlight direction really is not great. I have to shoot downhill from the other direction, so I'll see what I can do about that. It's a pretty hard scene, I'll give you that much. Alright, after around 30 minutes of setting up, I've got the first shot here. I'm using the 24-70 instead of, well, anything else, because originally I wanted to use 35, but I felt that between 40 and 50 was a better idea. And also I wanted to use landscape orientation, but unfortunately there's not really much to see around here. Compared to if I use a portrait orientation, you could see up there. Well, at least for the most part you can see a little bit up there, not too much. 2 flashes on either side because the sun is way too strong right now, and there is a little bit of glare on the final image, so I'll have to do a little bit of Photoshop on that. I think maybe 2 layers of stacking would work well, but I'll let editing me take over for that. Let's take a look at the shot. Looks alright. Oh boy, this took me a long time to set up. And photoshopping out those ribbons like there is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, just got done with that shot. I got a lot of people looking at me, and someone even took a photo of me. I'm actually really curious to see how that turned out, so if you're watching this video, send me that photo. I want it. Time to walk back uphill, 5 minutes, back to that red tree. Hopefully there's not a lot of people there, and let's get going. Yes, I know, welcome to the magic of editing. I've already put my stuff here. And this was the red tree I was talking about. Unfortunately, the sun is not that strong right now, but I expect it to be really bad later, so I'll have to get this really quickly done. However, the doll I am shooting has an umbrella, so maybe having a little bit more stronger sun helps. Either way, let's set up a shot. Okay, after setting up for a while, here's the second shot. I'm using the 15-35 at 24mm, shooting a landscape orientation, looking up-ish to see if I can get more of the red leaves in there. Again, 2 flashes, pushing the light. And here's one issue. Now, the photo right now looks soft, and I like it, don't get me wrong, but I want some sunlight in the photo, and unfortunately, there's a big fucking cloud covering the entire sun, so there's not much I can do about it. The only thing I can do is just wait for the sun to come out, and hopefully I can get the stacking shot and the actual shot in the same photo, and also see if I can get, the face a bit softer under that kind of sunlight. Oh, it's coming now, so let's take a look at the shot. Looks decent, I guess, but ideally I wanted to use 20 or 35, but I'll take what I can get. Let's get going. Finally done with the second shot, and I don't know if you can see this mess I made. Again, every single time. I'm gonna pack up and get some food, get to the next spot, and I think I can wrap up there. Hopefully I can get there in time before it closes around 12-ish. If not, I'll have to wait till 1. Either way, the place is starting to get crowded, and as you can see, I better start leaving because I am getting really, really bad looks from people for sitting on a place with my fat ass for like half an hour. Let's get moving. Can you guess where this is? Oh, it's hot. McDonald's sell chicken in Hong Kong. It's really good. I'll see you later. After walking a bit from McDonald's and walking a ton of stairs, I have arrived at Aviary Pagoda. God, what a fancy name. Unfortunately, the place is not as fancy as it seems. It's sort of, how do you describe it? The first floor of this thing is one of those bird places. They keep them in by like metal wires and all that, but I don't think you should. It's a nice place for them, but I think they do have a way to get out. The top of this place is just your standard tower lookout thing, and it gives us a lookout to the entire area, which is great, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for the staircase down there, precisely to replicate this shot right here. Now, this is more of a magician grill kind of thing, and last time I used 24mm, this time I want to use 20 to give that more of a spatial feeling to it. This photo was really good, so I hope to get something even better from that. With that being said, I'll have to change out everything first and see if there's kids in the way, because I do not want them to bump into anything, being that this is a staircase and anything falling down is going to be absolutely detrimental. All in all, let's get changed and let's start working. Alright, I've set up a shot, and this absolutely redefines the meaning of risky, isn't it? I'll make this really quick because I think you can see it's wobbling. 15 to 35 at 20 to 22mm-ish. One light on top of the camera, one light around here-ish, shooting a portrait orientation. I'm not using flashes because, well, I do not want to have more things in my hands. No thank you. Anyway, let's take a look at the shot. Looking good. I'm gonna take this thing back down right now. Enough of this. Let's get going. That was the last shot of the day, and relatively eventful day, I'd say. First two were okay. This one was not exactly what I wanted, unfortunately, but it was very risky, so I couldn't do all the sparkly, really cool stuff, I'd say. And luckily the people here were relatively nice and nobody told me to get out, so at least I could get something, thankfully, because, well, wow, speak of the devil, the wind just rolled in, and if I were shooting under these conditions, everything would just blow off. Lucky me, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this absolutely horrible video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of me, and I'll see you in the next video. Lemon out.